Hello, how is everybody doing today? Great, me too. Songwriting can be such a release for people. It can be the best way for people to express themselves into vibration like an auditory journal. Sometimes though, we get stuck in a rut and struggle to write even the simplest of tunes. These 6 concepts are things that have helped me push through writer's block and clear out the old thinking parts. Numero uno. Playing with common phrases or puns. Look up a list of commonly used phrases on Google and see if there's some way that you can sneakily include them into a lyric. I recently had one that I was super proud of. She wants me to read her mind. I'd buy the novel if I could. Now, I literally Googled a list of them right before making this video, and here's what I came up with. A penny for your thoughts? I wish I had $1. Also, I saw adding insult to injury. Now, we could take that and wordplay it into a song about someone's lack of trust in you called Adding Insult to Inquiry. Huh? No idea yet where that song would go, but that's not the important part. Nobody even has to hear these unless you show them. The important part is that you start getting those connection synapses firing. Number 2. Do away with verses and choruses and bridges and pre-choruses. Throw away the labels. Find a topic and just write about it to a point where it feels natural. I often get caught up trying to write a really catchy, relatable chorus, and then the verses don't really end up working to support it. Try writing a poem and then setting that poem to music. It doesn't even have to rhyme. Once again, nobody's gonna hear it unless you want them to. We had 1, we had 2, number 3. Try putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. Boots! My life is not particularly out of the ordinary. I don't rifle through relationships, and the ones that have ended have been fairly civil. This doesn't mean that I can't write a super angsty breakup song, or that a single 24-year-old can't write a song about retiring with their soulmate. Think of a situation that you find interesting and write a song from the viewpoint of somebody involved with it. This can also get you out of your own head. It might make it easier for you to show people your music because it's not personal, it's not about you. There's a song on this channel that I wrote from the viewpoint of the ocean, for goodness sake. Number 4. Describe something. One of the songs that I'm actually the most proud of writing is just a 2-verse song about New England. It has a lot of internal rhyming and the guitar part's really exciting and so fast that my hand gets tired because I don't practice it enough. There are a fair amount of songs that people write in regards to where they grew up, and I decided to give it a shot myself. It ended up being an awesome exercise in imagery, which really ended up helping the other songs that I wrote down the line. Whether it be a sight you've seen or a place you've been, tell us how amazing it was. Cinco. Outlines. Speaking of Cinco and the song about the ocean that I mentioned earlier, take a listen if you haven't, I'm really proud of it. I wrote 1 verse, 1 pre-chorus, 1 chorus, and then nothing else for about 8 months. I had no idea where I wanted the song to go, I just knew I wanted it to be sad. I didn't know how to get from point A to point B until I had the thought, you know what if I throw in a bridge where the boat sinks? Once I did that, I basically just wrote an outline that said verse 1, depart, verse 2, encouragement, bridge, sinks, final verse, aftermath, and I finished the song in under 2 hours. So you don't have to get super specific, but having an idea of the overall arc of the story can really help you step off in the right direction, and you kind of just end up filling in the meat of the sandwich. Why am I so hungry in all of these? Number 6. And this is one that I truly, firmly believe in. Write silly songs. Not every song has to be a heart-wrenching, soul-crushing tale of loss and woe. Write a silly song and try to be funny. Make terrible jokes that make your friends think you're insane. Be satirical, write something offensive and practice your shock value. Use horrific puns that cause dads everywhere to question their dadness. Sometimes I honestly just ask my friends for a song suggestion and then write a 1-minute humorous song about the topic they gave me. Again, nobody has to hear your results, and honestly, you probably want to share them privately with people who you know will appreciate them anyway, but it'll really help your serious songwriting down the line. Music is all about feeling and communicating feeling. Learning how to set up a comedic punchline isn't too far off from learning how to deliver an emotional gut twister. To compare it to a physical activity, there's a reason that football players tend to do really, really well on the show Dancing with the Stars, even though it seems like it's completely opposite. Despite the fact that they aren't dancing on the football field, which is probably what it looks like if I play football, they're still developing a lot of these same skills, so when they get onto the dancing show, they're really just transferring what they've learned. They're not starting from the ground up. Flex those brain muscles in whatever way you can. Plus, it'll make you giggle when you've just come home from your real adult job and written a 2-minute song about poop. We are going to stop there for today. Hopefully, whether you typically write alone or with a friend, some of these tips will help you push through that writer's block you've been experiencing. Comment below any way that you've helped yourself get through a period of writer's block. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Greg, and as always, I'm super excited to be in this musical world with you.